Kundrakwam MLAT's Lokeshwar Azad's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposed separate visit to Imphal in Churchampur will aggravate prevailing crisis in Manipur rather than resolve it. RPI Atwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thaunazam raises concern over recent extension of SU agreement with Kuki militant group, questioning whether a separate law has been created to shield them. Naga People's Organization NPO urges relevant authorities for immediate repair of deplorable stretch of National Highway 129A Maramperan Road, considered an alternate lifeline of Manipur. And work on the white topping of Palace Road begins under rigid pavement project, although no tentative date has been announced for full completion of the Imphal Smart City. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Kundrakwam constituency MLA TH Lokeshwar Azad's dad, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposed separate visit to Imphal and Churchampur will aggravate the prevailing crisis in Manipur rather than resolve it. Speaking on the sidelines of a tree plantation drive at KB High School campus today, Lokeshwar said that if the Prime Minister truly intends to resolve the crisis, he must hold consultation with MLAs and affected people across district, not limit his meeting to Imphal and Churchampur. He insisted that the Prime Minister cannot leave the state without working out a solution. The MLA questioned why the BJP has extended the suspension of the Operation SU agreement with Kuki militants group despite repeatedly criticizing the Congress for signing the agreement during its tenure. He also asked why the centre continues to uphold the SU with Kuki militants group, some of whose leaders are foreigners, instead of enforcing the Foreigners Act. The Prime Minister addresses the concern of all communities equally. His visit will only expose contradiction and fail to restore trust in Manipur. The plantation drive was attended by Forest Department, DFO Central Brikam Nadi, members of Punna Hingminasi Marok Waiton, residents of KB Owang Lekai, teachers and students of KB High School.
Suspension operation je government Manipur yaw de governor level ni governor ga moi tawre now center de BJP natra BJP president na sema sarda na hoki kedole moi gi hall mayam office be da kedole all MLAs kedole si yar wai hide de kari gino hoki na welcome to de kari gino matam da khoi da matam hagi butai na aduri kari tawre khoi gi mayu phini kup tham ya brai do hoki ki khangab na traba hoki irang ji kana tole se BJP party na amasung central government na thom ne se MLA hum phuji han unharaga man sir planning taw appreciate taw ge ba Prime Minister lakto time jam crucial time ni adu ko puno mamma lakko kana sai je bodo no chandri chapi ka no hai base ai mayam da malak wa hai hanjani.
RPI Atwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thaunazam raises concern over the recent extension of suspension of the Operation SU agreement with Kuki militant groups, questioning whether a separate law has been created to shield them. In a video release, Maheshwar criticized the agreement signed between the Ministry of Home Affairs, United People's Front, Kuki National Organization and Manipur government, saying it was done under the pretext of safeguarding state's territorial integrity and reopening of the Imphal-Dimapur road. He alleged that the move ridicules the people, especially since the Kuki-Jo Council itself claimed the highway was never closed and the buffer zone will remain. He also questioned the contradictory stance of the Kuki organization, some of which insist that only a separate administration can ensure peace. Calling the agreement not a law but a fragile understanding, he warned it becomes void if any party withdraws. Maheshwar urges CSOs, political parties and elected representatives, both ruling and opposition, to break their silence and oppose what he termed as repeated attempt to disgrace Manipur.
Shidi Sugi Gather Singsi ground rule follow Togidrabani, ground rule one violate Torabani Habase, Miampuna na proof Kaluna Kangabani. Sida Muk Sugi agreement extend Tona Amuk highway si highway labor buffer zone Miam si hang highway hang do Hibagi Yamanungaiba Pau Piba Dona, Mayam public Prazamiam, the Pira Abamatunda, Jose labor organization, different organizations give the Tolopachero do Matungina, buffer zone si Langdon Lagini, Maite Changba Yaroi, highway si Mogi control Makada Labadona. darkar kaim ta da bida ushitaba ama yauba ama yauri base sidi community ama khaki wari nate this is about the unlawful activities tauriba mayam se si thingbinaba mi leitrabra haibadune.
Former Nauria Pakanglakpa MLA R.K. Anand said Manipur did not merge with India for its people to live as downtrodden subjects. He categorically blamed the suspension of the Operation Sioux Agreement as the root cause of killings and crimes in the state, saying it has only empowered groups seeking to destroy Manipur. Speaking at a program on political scenario of Manipur, the past, present and future, in the context of merger agreement September 21, 1949, held at his residence KANGUJAM Akamlekai residence today, R.K. Anand recalled that while several armed outfits arose denouncing the forced merger, it does not mean every citizen is part of such groups. He questioned whether the people of Manipur truly enjoy the fundamental rights, dignity and equality of life granted by the Constitution. On the recent extension of Sioux with the Kuki militants, he lashed out that both the center and state, noting that despite the State Assembly resolution to abrogate Sioux, the governor signed the extension on behalf of the state government. He asked why the Ministry of Home Affairs continued to extend Sioux with Kuki groups, killing Métis civilians and attempting to carve up the state. The former MLA called on the people to resolutely oppose Sioux, warning that incompetent representatives cannot revive the assembly or protect the people's interest. He stressed that Manipur needs leaders who will use their voices to demand an immediate visit by the Prime Minister or even reconsider Manipur's relationship with mainland India.
Merger land but chumba to wapam mueraga. Masi a quite hingri, the Agi citizen, a meaningful life of a hingba maman yauna hingba life, Masi Pangabra, Pangabra, wapam to the Abaquia, Luvo question of Makoi Mangalize. Toy even to what took me and since here quite a pity besides things said as a Carino Hyper, which are these Munpum we wapam to me. A quite a logo of a decision, political level, the quite a chaptana low drug, which are sweating the Twiger and Mutkara, Mazati, Kanpapa, Mazati, Nusiba, Manipuri, Mighty Maru, and Mighty Man. Key month later, I say, Tarakanas, quite a Kali and a high day price, or we get a home minister, we get a state key, Tonal, we have to Kajao, Mayam, we get up with a time. Say, a way decision was happening. See a key visited in a sea, when a Konga, full donor, Migi, Macon, Colalaga, a doom open seeing a sea when a lily say, must get a quick miter, unshackled over again, and Taruka, the games, the way this is low, but Changi.
Veteran politician Okram Joy, who also attended the program, said the question of whether Manipur was merged or annexed remains debatable. He reaffirmed that Manipur is part of the Indian Republic, sharing the aspiration for progress, development, dignity and equality of life as rightful citizens. He remarked that politics is governance and asked whether the kind of crisis Manipur faces could even happen in major states like Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh or Bengal. Expressing dismay, he noted that Manipur was not even mentioned in the recent presidential address, a stark reminder that the state issue is not treated as a national concern. On the extension of Sioux, Joy stressed that even the Supreme Court cannot override a state assembly resolution, yet the centre sidelined the assembly's decision to abrogate Sioux and went ahead with its extension. He further ridiculed BJP MLAs for rejoicing at the reopening of a state highway, remarking that instead of democracy, hypocrisy now prevails in Manipur.
भारत की बीजेपी की सरकार दा मणिपुर की बीजेपी की सरकार ना मणिपुर असेंबली दा सू लोथो हाइदना भारत की सुप्रीम कोर्ट ना बाबा क्वेश्चन तो बया दो वाफम दु थागरे हाने की तोरम सरकार दो दुदा तोरम सू दुदा डिजिनेटेड कैम ग्राउंड रूल मॉनिटरिंग कमिटी लो यावरी जो खेना बलेते बीजेपी की भारत की लिस्टिंग बसिना कांग्रेस नि तोरम मनी मसिना थोलिम नि गाय दो फजना मुक जाम थोगा मय छे नो पुदोरे मदई द स्वाई की बीजेपी न हराव न मदगी कोई थागत चरे मतम द चीफ मिनिस्टर लेरिमनी काउंसिल मिनिस्टर लेरिमनी मी यांखै मंगाना रूलिंग पार्टी ओइरिबनी अरि मदक ऑपोजिशन सु मद इंडोर्स तोइमनी मी हुंपुना करिगी मदु यादबन मदु मरमदी मणिपुर की असेंबली ने यारसु मणिपुर की प्रजा ने यारसु श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने यारसु कुकी ने यादे हाय मनत्रो बीजेपी से कुकी सी यामना कीबा कुकी पी है दुनी ने मजे
All Manipur Nupi Marup AMNM refutes the recent report of People's Union for Civil Liberties PUCL on Manipur conflict as bias in favor of the Kuki community. The association alleges that the ongoing turmoil in Manipur is not an ethnic conflict, but the outcome of India's policies aimed at protecting Kuki groups while suppressing the interests of the indigenous people of the state. A protest meet was staged at Irabad Bhavan in Imphal in this regard. AMNL Vice President Lyrinzam Sumatibala said the PUCL's report wrongly portrayed the situation as ethnic violence. She asserted that the real issue lies in the Indian government shielding Kuki militants under suspension of the operation agreement, which continues to be extended despite widespread opposition. She questioned the timing of the latest extension of SU coinciding with the proposed visit of the Prime Minister to the state and argued that the peg must be abrogated as cadres have repeatedly violated ground rules.
India government na magi makhada leiba India ge army sing sina makoi na sanariba role se karino makoi always cookie sing ja makoi na sinna bani haina lowe ba khoi di ai khoi masigi pu sel ge report se khoi yam na maroi na logde masidi matam mangana na ba kok ching na ba dung ba taw ba amani Manipur ge violence cookie ga maitai ga ethnic violence na uhan na ba hona bani thangai seng ba ethnic violence na te masidi India government ge policy amagi makhada cookie sinaraga ai khoi miam da harassment bi bani Miam tangdu laita handabani aduga makoina su extend tawbada piriba ground rule kharada chanarani haidana miam da namthak tawribado mamang da tawriba makoi gi lichat sajat mayam dana khangi mase oithokpa yagado pot amata nate.
Meitei Tribe Union opposes Centre's decision to sideline the State Assembly's resolution to abrogate SU with Kuki militants and remove any Kuki tribe category from the ST list. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Union Youth Wing convener Hobism Surja said the Centre's failure to honor the Assembly's decision is a blatant violation of the federal structure. He questioned why the people should not impose an indefinite social boycott on elected representatives who have distanced themselves from the state issues during this critical hour. He further stated that under the prevailing circumstances, reviving a popular government or relying on elected representatives holds no meaning. Instead of addressing the demand of the indigenous Meitei community for ST inclusion, the Centre's extension of SU with Kuki militants shows clear favoritism towards the Kuki community, he added.
Manipur miyam gi mihut ni haina leiba music ase leibak asigi luraba isu amadi masigi mathaudang sing khangdre oijoi thak ngahak ki masagi kanaba thiba amadi mi khomjilaga ngahak ki power politics taroga leire lamdam asigi yellow mi oiraba mitei singbu S list ta Sanhanduna constitutional safeguard ama phangana hona bagi muta masigi thabuk sida mai unsan bagi muta madu theidoga thambire yelomui proof asigi hojik oiriba amadi tungi damakta su kaisu khanthaba tawdri Myanmar amsung Bangladesh gi mitop lakya logi wangmada sangsilagiba se khandoktuna deport tawbi muta makoi bu khomjilaga voter list hapsilaga vote banki rajniti tawduna leire.
Naga People's Organization to NPO expresses concern over the deplorable condition of National Highway 129A Maram Parent Road, considered an alternate lifeline of Manipur. The body warned that if timely repairs are not taken off, the road may soon become unusable. With frequent landslide along National Highway 2, National Highway 37 and Mau Changkambama route disrupting traffic, the Maram Parent Road has been serving as a crucial alternative. However, continuous use by heavy vehicles has severely damaged the stretch. The organization urged relevant authorities for immediate repair of the road to prevent further deterioration. It may be recalled that on July 12, 2021, Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari laid the foundation for the upgradation of Maram Parent Road into 3 sections from City Convention Center in Imphal. Under package 1A and 13 to 22 km stretch from Maram Center to Dwingum was to be developed, but the project remains incomplete, leaving the road in a worsening state. Although no tentative date has been announced for the full completion of the Imphal Smart City, work on the wide topping of Palace Road has commenced under the recent payment project. Hyderabad-based AMR India Limited is executing Package 3 and 4 of the project, while Packages 1 and 2 in other areas of the Imphal West are being handled by Keystone Company with the Manipur Public Works Department as the implementing agency. White topping, first in the entire Northeast and second in the country after Maharashtra, is currently underway along the stretch from the three-way junction near Rajya Sabha MP December Sanaza was resident to the MSFDS and City Convention Center. Once completed, work will continue along the Beggar Chandra Open Air Theatre and Andhra Parking Stretch. A site engineer from the AMR India Limited stated that the white topping will proceed series-wise across areas under the Imphal Smart City project.
Rigid pavement gi makha lakchabneba sigi je short panel concrete hana white topping je ado hojik sigi je konu magi je khoi hojik thabalo si hore sigi white topping je aduga si mathang chathajam white topping je kishunati da kainogi concrete oiba concrete sida grade to hojiki yumda thana hojiki yumda 150 ngai thanai do sina M40 oiba sigi thickness na sigi je MDR oiba neba MDR dana khara 170 mm gumbo oire aduga IVR gumba dana 130 mm gumbo oire marakta kano taibar hape mata si je group su lai je simaina laksei je mai ka lakhini ba adoidi hayangwai kano to jo marakta kaiba leiraga jo lokthupa adum laiga yam laina maintenance to ya ni da.
The white topping work is approximately 12 meters wide with a thickness of 170 millimeters. Unlike traditional black topping, this construction method offers several advantages, including greater longevity. Officials from AMR India Limited also revealed plans to cooperate paver blocks, creating pedestrian-friendly pavements. Additionally, drainage system prone to frequent flooding will be upgraded after securing approval from the Works Department.
Lambi se pak chaw je sigi je existing 2 meter sigi 3 meter ore je 3 meter 2 meter 6 meter am lak si hana la ni ko adu matung na tam na lak te ba sina kan be hele sigi design period che moina haibdi 30 years mu hai M40 kano gi je 30 years mu IRC da pi je 30 years mu atumai di hai adu quality maintain to ba khot pa adu matung na ju khar lai sigi je kano to jam si drain ge footpath akoi gi project se sigi je lambi me mayam na chanai ba koila si khatang khanba koila tu khatang nate ba shoulder lakhini adagi drain gi mathak tu footpath lakhini si ke ju hang na thamama hoji ki u badadi thabuk chatha ongoing oibagi hang na u bane ba.
District and Session Court Chandal was formally inaugurated today by Chief Justice of the High Court of Manipur, Justice K. Somashekar. The inaugurated function held at the newly constructed court complex was attended by Justice A. Bimold and Justice A. Guneshwar Sharma of the High Court of Manipur, along with Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Baspai, IFS. Advocates and staff of both the High Court of Manipur and the newly established District and Session Court also took part in the event. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Miss Universe India 2025 fourth runner-up Sarangtem Nirupama meeting with the Governor and the First Lady today. Keep watching Impact News.
Liver cirrhosis and liver cancer clinic for liver transplant. Dr. P. Balachandran Menon, a renowned liver transplant surgeon from AIG Hospitals, Hyderabad, a leading brand in gastroenterology in Asia, will be available for consultation from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on 14 August 2025. For pre-assessment, please consult Dr. Goldie Longjam, consultant medical gastroenterologist, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. For details, please contact Seizure Hospitals.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Miss Universe India 2025 fourth runner-up Sarangtem Nirupama called on Governor Ajay Kumar Bala and the First Lady Jyoti Bala at Ras Bhavan Imphal this morning. The Governor and the First Lady congratulated Nirupama on her remarkable achievement, noting that her success, despite her humble background, served as an inspiration for the people of Manipur and a source of immense pride for the state. They also conveyed their best wishes for her continued success in all future endeavors. Two-day Manipur Art Festival began today at Manipur State Film Development Society MSFDS Complex, Konung Mamang Imphal, showcasing a vibrant blend of artistic talent and cultural heritage. The festival was inaugurated by senior artists C.H. Premananda Roy, K.S.I. Sarat Singh and Chandam Lalit Singh, setting the tone for a weekend of creativity. A special highlight was the participation of 6 internally displaced artists who captivated the audience with their performances. Featuring 11 stalls, the festival offers diverse attractions including art exhibition, fashion installation, face painting, photography, interactive workshop, children activities and local delicacies. Organized by R&V Art House, director and co-founder Robin Wahengman said the event aimed to provide a platform for local artists under the theme Art for All. This is the 4th edition of the festival, following early editions in 2018, 2019 and a virtual event in 2023.
The festival the maramsi Art for All haibadi part se amattani akoi amattani apun mane poto haibadi film gi world haige film da laibo theater da laibo igara any film da laibsano art is yaw de maramdi when like Manipur sports house ne haibire sports ki kana machum tawdur ha kandi e kananam tana hoy artism tana hoy ne hakta haire sim tangda larik mat phong tare lai akoi gi larik iba mana larik phong tare e cover kidan phajan ji ge lai kum tana heta ha base adu or boy de lai ek artist hai poche una makki maru hoy ha potu ne na mahajani na kudam moina habada si matang da koi art installation and khillaga mang thama phajaba am lei installation haibidi kasunte poche lairi pot mam do lairi ba akoi bida lairi mam do arrangement toraga si mam se thamaga karam mongda art ki mongda phajan jiga pot art installation koi
5-day art exhibition as part of the birth centenary celebration of the RKCS commenced today. 87 different artworks including printmaking of 51 artists including 16 female artists are being showcased in the exhibition taking place at Manipur State Art Gallery located at Palace Compound. The exhibition is being organized by Art Society Manipur jointly with RKCS Museum Kisamtong. In fact, West DC M. Raskumar, who graced the inauguration, observed that exhibition showcasing several artworks encompassing the history and culture of the land and other depicting various social events and relation is indeed commendable. He continued that artists of current generation should follow the footsteps of the celebrated artists RKCS, whose artwork are valid representation of the land and its culture. Moreover, artists whose work were selected as the best among the submitted artworks were also honored at the event.
Ayamna appealing oiba andegi de pugning nungsiba emotional oiba hujik thoiba crisis sigi part ama suputhoga utpadugumba yamna phajaba kenosing yauri phajai haina haibada adumak nungai taba haiba tare adumaina adugumba sing yauri art ki field particularly painting and printmaking sing si painting drawing na sing basi hena popularize oiraga whole Manipur sida ahen ba thakta pukhalakpa ngamna ba khong thanganinge habse thamjage.
A felicitation program was held on the occasion of the 58th Foundation Day of Youth Cloud Brahmapur at Brahmapur Aribam Lekai Imphal today. MPTC Pange's Assistant Director Adhikari Mayun Ganeshant, Director of the High School of the Artists Khairak Bond Bishwa Mitra and proprietor of the RBD guest G. Burobindro attended the program. Floral tributes were paid to portraits of the club's founding patron members. Winners of the various competitions, those who have achieved recognition at state, national and international competitions, and scholars qualified in NET and SLATE were felicitated. Primary to secondary level educators were also felicitated on the occasion. A memorial event was held to mark the death anniversary of Kun Joy Kumar, a renowned singer and celebrated artist in Manipuri cinema and theatre today. The ceremony took place at Debla Multipurpose Auditorium in Hyangthang, Toi Toi Adventure Park. Among those who paid tribute were retired AIR Imphal senior broadcaster C.H. Kamala, retired director of the prosecution NZT Kumar, MPCC Dr. Cell Chairman Dr. N. Dizumani and Dr. R. K. Lenin. As part of its charity campaign, USA-based investment company Marketing Services and Quality MSQ distributed essential relief items to displaced families sheltered in relief camps at Nagamapal, Imphal. MSQ Nagamapal Polem Laikai organized the distribution event at Ibudo Mairangpokpa Shanglen, Nagamapal, Pogui Shangbont Laikai. MSQ Senior Associate Ngantiam J. Sri stated that the initiative aimed to support families affected by the ongoing crisis, particularly vulnerable children. MSQ reaffirmed its commitment to continue similar humanitarian efforts and announced a division of ensuring basic income support for all households by 2030.
Chahi ani shuna lan gauraba mafam ko aduna relief camp gi mafam dagi akoina khanga charaga awana taraba singi akoina MSQ gi site gi ni khara khanga charaga imung manung khara khanjika charaga pijabani matung da su amuhana hena piba ngamba oijage haina MSQ gi site gi su tambirakli.
An entrepreneurship awareness program has been conducted at Champu Kangpok village near Lokdak Pond. The event was jointly organized by Development and Felicitation Office to Imphal under MSME and the Northeast Women Entrepreneur Association Manipur chapter. MSME Assistant Director Mano Sharma, President of the Northeast Women Entrepreneur Association, BK Chanu Foundation Chairperson Bijaya Chanu, among others, attended the event. An awareness campaign on sexual and reproductive health was held yesterday at Lamjamwe Laikai. The awareness campaign was under District Administration Gakching was jointly carried out by District Hub for Empowerment of the Women, DHEW, and Integrated Child Development Services Scheme ICDSL, Gakching with a one-stop center and Shakti Shadan Home. The campaign was held in connection with the 10-day special awareness campaign of Shancloud District Public Health Nurse DPHNO Wairokpom Themabati attended as resource person and assimilated information on the topic importance of the women, sexual and reproductive health. Career English Academy, Kongampot, in collaboration with Caesar Hospital, organized a free health consultation camp and parent-doctor meet in Imphal West today. Students received consultation for dental, ENT, and eye health. A total of 170 individuals were screened for eye condition, 98 for ENT, and 124 for dental issues. Medicines were provided to those in need. Two Asian giant tortoises, Monoria Amy, listed in Schedule 1 under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, amended 2022, have been rescued by villagers from Bangching Phai and handed over to Tamenglong Forest Division, DFO Karibam Hitler, RFO Joel Gangmei, and forest staff. One of the tortoises, weighing over 16 kg, was handed over by SDO Tauksempol Ngangsa, and another weighing 5 kg was handed by Shimyont Gangmei from the Waiching Phai village. Under the supervision of Director Langshan Birimango, the tortoise will be transferred to Manipur Zoological Park. Lamyanba Irabat Ningsing Thorum Observation Committee, Lintok, under the initiative of PPCM, announces patriotic song competition to be held on September 30. Interested participants may get further details from the Office of Protection and Preservation Committee, Manipur, located in Waheng Laikai. Now the sports news. The 12th Men's Hockey Asia Cup 2025 underway in Rajgir, Bihar, will feature India taking on China in a crucial Super 4 match at 7:30 p.m. today. Earlier in the day, Japan clashed with Bangladesh at 5 p.m. 8 teams, India, Japan, China, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, South Korea, Bangladesh, and Chinese Taipei, are competing in the tournament. Notably, the Asia Cup also served as a qualifier for 2026 Hockey World Cup in Belgium and Netherlands. In the ongoing DC Chandal Trophy Second Division League, organized by District Sports Association Chandal at Chandal Christian Sport Complex, Penaching DC beat Liwa Sari Youth Club in a thrilling encounter today. During the fifth league match, Penaching DC's Cleverson scored twice, while Ending Shah and Santa added 1 goal each. Liwa Sarai Youth Club fought back with goals from Mitchell Pa, Nganchom Mi, Tharmi, and Tungnung Chung, ending regular time in a 4-4 draw. The match went into a penalty shootout where Penanching DC secured victory by defeating Liwa Sarai Youth Club 13-12. Another match of the tournament will be played tomorrow. In the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup qualifiers group, H match being held in Doha, India will take on host nation Qatar tonight. The match kick off at 10 p.m. at the Abdullah Bil Khalifa Stadium. Both India and Qatar currently share 3 points each, occupying the first and second position on the Group H points table. The final group matches on September 9 will decide the top 2 teams that qualify for AFC Under-23 Cup 2026 in Saudi Arabia. India's 23-member squad is led by Captain Bikas Yumnam, with Manipuri talents Sivaldo Chingambont and Ricky Meiti Haubont also featuring in the team. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Kundrapam MLA chased Lokeshwar Zed's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposed separate visit to Imphal in Chorchampur will aggravate prevailing crisis in Manipur rather than resolve it. RPI Atwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thonasam races concerned over recent extension of STU agreement with Kuki militant groups, questioning whether a separate law has been created to shield them. Naga People's Organization, the NPO, urges relevant authorities for immediate repair of deplorable stretch of National Highway 129A Maram Parent Road, considered an alternate lifeline of Manipur. And work on white topping of Palace Road begins under Visit Pavement project, although no tentative date has been announced for full completion of the Imphal Smart City. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Khanghanjaba isa isa ki court